Today we're going to be talking about jazz. Jazz is a genre of music that it was popularized and originated in the United States, particularly in the Deep South. Louisiana was, or is seen by a lot of people as the originating point or the starting point of jazz music. And over time, jazz music evolved, starting as call and response music used by slaves typically. In the South, they would have these chants to keep up morale and boost morale, and it was a very necessary part of their lives. And over time, that evolved, and with the incorporation of European sounds and instruments, jazz as we know it today was created. Starting as this call and response music, it transformed into more instrumental, and this was originating with ragtime, which is a collective improvisational type of music where everyone is playing at the same time, and it just, when they do it right, it just fits together seamlessly and perfectly, and it's this beautiful sound. And then over time, that evolved into a more linear type of music where you figure big bands and like an orchestral arrangement kind of, but with horns and brass and drums and guitars and strings and rhythm sections with drums and pianos and basses. And all of these would come together and play their specific parts while there would be like a featured soloist or a featured improviser, whereas before everyone was improvising. And this was brought on particularly by Louis Armstrong. Louis Armstrong was a phenomenal trumpet player, a great singer, and he believed he had talent to carry a whole band essentially, or to be the pinnacle of the show. And that he did. He was a very, very great musician. And he brought on this kind of soloist, individual performance aspect to jazz music. Whereas it's still absolutely a community, large thing that started as a call and response, a literal pairing working together. It evolved over time into this more individual type of music that still incorporated group elements. And now it's gone even further to extremely experimental sound that, frankly, is a little grating sometimes. Not all of it is great, but it has evolved and transformed into a form that has transcended sound and has affected all kinds of genre. So there's something about jazz.